Hey folks, Tom here. I hope everybody's had a great day. It's been a good day, Gwendolyn. Can y'all hear me now? All right, the weekend side hustle trade has been posted. Gwendolyn, were you able to find it this time? Hey, Sam. Good. All right, high degree of risk involved in trading. You know about that, and past performance is not indicative of future results. Hello, Carol. How you doing out there, girl? In my opinion, I'm playing the market to the long side. Why do you think I'm playing the market to long side? That's a good question, Tom. Here's why I'm playing the market to the long side because the odds say it's going to go up the majority of the time right now. If the odds say the market's going to go up the majority of the time, most traders are making a mistake, think they get in here and out there. We just wait for the right wave to get on and it takes care of us. You see the difference the way I play it versus other people? I'm swimming with the tide. I'm swimming with the wave. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? When you can swim with the wave. And you are too if you're listening, right? That's my opinion. I want to remind everybody we're growing this number. I noticed today it had come up. I'm glad to see that. We got to get more people in there. Train and trade, or other words, let's make some money. How many people are liking the train and trade? Encourage me. You really like it? Yeah, it's a perfect time of day to get in there. And I made my schedule where I can be there with you. It's very good. I got Chuck to help me. And Brian says no one teaches like that anymore. Thank you, Davey. Yeah, train and trade. Tell your friends. I got to look, Chuck and I were talking last night. This is going to be a huge deal for me in the future doing train and trade. I'm going to turn it into a cash cow for those that are part of it because I'm going to teach you whether the market goes up or down, how to have the best strategy. Okay. And that's my goal in train and trade. So be there Monday. We'll be back at it. All right. Monday's title. Now remember, every day there will be a special topic. Did y'all enjoy today's special topic about framing news? Did you enjoy that? Every day we'll have a special topic. I'll announce it on the day of. Okay. Making money on Mondays. That's a good title. I like it, Jonathan. That's a real good title. Making money on Mondays. I like the MZM. Using the 3-day algo plus Monday's high low to set the trend. I'll show you the stocks and tickers that qualify on Tuesday. You'll have it. You'll have what I have. That's what I'll do. Wednesday is August the 13th. Notice I said making the number 13 put odds in your favor. Or other words, how you take Wednesdays on the 13th of the month and put odds in your favor. I don't think I've ever showed anybody that. I think I'm excited about showing people that. August 14th, we have two major news items next week, CPI and PPI, to frame the market around the news. I'll show you how to connect those two to figure out the outcome. That's something I've never showed anybody. So be there on Thursday, August the 14th. August 15th, this is going to be focused on turning, notice it's middle of the month. It's going to be focused on turning small priced options into big paydays. How's that sound, Carol? Where you take a small price option and have it a big payday because of it. Okay? That'll be Fridays. Some great topics next week. I'm excited about it. That's education for next week. All train and trade recordings can be found on Tom Busby's YouTube channel. Go to the live tab at www.dtitrader.com/YouTube. Upcoming in-person classes. Oh boy, these things are getting popular. September 22nd and 23rd, I have a futures class right here in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. October 6th and 7th, another one. I have one October 13th and 14th, advanced, only a few seats available for that one. And the last class of the year is December 8th and 9th, seats available. Okay? That's the schedule. I mapped it out. I'll be available if you want to come sit with me and trade and learn and make money like we did this week in the class we taught. 5 things to watch next week. There it is, Tuesday, CPI. You got to watch it. Inflation. They're trying to say we got inflation. We don't, but they're trying to say that. So it's going to be interesting seeing what happens on August the 12th. It will drive market sentiment. Macro releases and central bank moves. You got Bank of Australia's rate decision, UK, Germany CPI, Australian jobs report. Friday, you got the macro data from U.S. trade sales. And the University of Michigan consumer sentiment ought to be interesting to watch. Corporate earnings surge. More than 120 S&P companies report earnings this week, including, hey, Disney. I need to add that to my list, Jonathan. I meant to tell you. McDonald's. Dan, my buddy, just told me I need to buy McDonald's. Been telling me for 8 years to buy it. Maybe I ought to listen. Uber, Pfizer, Live Nation, and Warner Brothers. Consumer pricing insights. All right, the deadlines on August 12th are hitting. It's going to be delayed another 90 days. That would be the best outcome right now with what we got going on. How many people remember me telling everybody that after July 21st, the market was going to go up? Anybody remember me telling people that? I'd say making 5 record highs and doing that's a pretty good call. So if I tell you something like that, you probably ought to listen. Okay. Pete says he still hears it in his sleep. Beyond the trade truce, there's potential for new tariffs on sectors such as semiconductors, pharmaceuticals. In a thin summer trading environment, headlines on trade policy could cause exaggerated market moves. All right, does everybody here know to watch the VIX/VX? Watch that. That will tell you if it moves higher that you got some worry. I watch the VIX every day. VX futures. Well, I try to interpret when you got a great number like that. Here's news next week. There's CPI. Crude oil inventories. This should be very interesting to watch on August the 13th. PPI on Thursday, retail sales on Friday, which gives us insights to the consumer. Interesting news week next week, the way it's outlined. Okay. Earnings next week. Oklo and Archer. That's going to be interesting to watch those earnings. Circle, CoreWeave on Tuesday. That's got my attention. Cisco on Wednesday. Deere on Thursday. And Flow on Friday. Okay, that's it for the week as far as earnings. Monday, we have 11 a.m. Train and Trade, futures first. They're on Monday. Tuesday, we have Connected Dots at 10:45. 11 o'clock, we got Train and Trade. And at 4 o'clock, we got Advanced Futures. I'm going to teach you on Advanced Futures how to take the day and go into the night with odds in your favor. That's going to be the title of that one. Wednesday, Train and Trade, midweek market update. Thursday, SPX class on Thursday at 9. 10 a.m., the Academy, 11 a.m., Train and Trade. Friday, 11 a.m., Train and Trade, weekly wrap at 3. That's our schedule. I might add an additional class for TNT next week. How many people in TNT would like me to do an extra class next week for you to make sure you're maximizing everything we're posting inside that room? Okay, I'll look at the schedule Jonathan, we'll let you know Sunday night, okay? We'll let you know Sunday night. That'll be the plan. Maximize that room. I'm doing a lot of work in there. You got to take advantage of it. All right, the 3-day classes, this is how it looks going into the close. Jonathan's going to update it.
Tom, it was updated 10 minutes ago.
Okay, that's good. E-mini NASDAQ's long. Crude still short. Gold is long. Pulled back quite a bit, though, from highs, didn't it? Silver is still long. TLT still staying in short column. NVIDIA's long. That's one of our holdings. Amazon's long, one of our holdings. MU. I sat on my hands and missed this trade. I meant to do it today and forgot to do it. Sorry. We'll get it next round. Tesla's still long. Bitcoin's had a good day. I can tell by MSTR being long. Bitto being long. XXRP, one Bill Sample gave me. Dave is still a short. Disney's showing a short right now. So, boy, it's come down quite a bit. Look at that. All right, CoreWeave still bullish. It's coming back. Cisco's bullish. Reddit, a stock I gave you in power this week. Carol reminded me of that. QQQ's bullish. SPY's bullish. XSP's bullish. Gold is bullish. Look at gold. Oh, yeah, look at gold. USO short in agreement with crude oil. WPM, remember when I told you 2 weeks ago WPM was going to soar? Look at it now. Whoa. I hope y'all writing this stuff down. I throw out a lot of nuggets. YETH. Jonathan, we're doing better on that, aren't we? I was just checked my account. It looked like we're doing a lot better on that one. YETH. Or on Ethereum is what I'm talking about, really. I'm looking at Ethereum. I think it made a record high today.
Yeah,
NV,
we got out of that ETH option spread we had. We did.
See, we came back, didn't we?
Sure did. Sure did.
Yeah, that was one that I told John, don't worry, be happy. It was a good one. All the income stocks look good on the list. Everything's cool. I like it. I feel like we're making money, don't you? Well, hold it. Let me check my account. Oh, yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. Now, here's the weekly dividend payers. Jonathan, what I'd like you to do, I'm not in Ponte Vedra, would you send me this slide? And would you also send me the updated FTD slide, okay? Or thing, unless you can sign on my computer and print it. I think it might be open. You know, the one in Ponte Vedra. I'd like to have that for the weekend.
I'll give it a go, Tom. We'll see.
Yeah, if not, email it to me and just text me what you did, okay?
Sounds good.
What I wanted him to do is give us this key information. He did it. Everybody understands what X day is. I mean, X day means no dividend. Payday means dividend for you. And he's got when to buy each of these stocks. Y'all like the way we did this? This way you got this sheet, to help you. Okay, good job, Jonathan. Good job. I'd print that off. Let me ask you an important question today. Who loves to trade like I do? Type yes in the chat. No, you don't get dividends, Polly, with owning options. Who loves to trade? Let's see if everybody can type yes. We'll get a record number of yeses here if we did that. Okay. I love to trade to win. I got a book named Trade to Win. Perfect. Okay. Does everybody see how I'm tying the train and trade in with my, I call it world renowned T-Buzz Talking Trade? Everybody I meet says, you got to tell people to get in T-Buzz Talking Trade. It is so good. The education, it's actually a research center 24 hours a day because I post things in there that I think is going to make a difference in the market. Then, you might get a post from me on the weekend. Who knows? But I tied into these trades we're doing in train and trade. So we're following those trades. I like the way we've done that. That's good way we did it. T-Buzz Talking Trade. Mark says the best thing since sliced bread. I like that. TNT is the only service I talk directly to you, starting as early as 5 a.m. Eastern and going as late as 10 p.m. Eastern. That's true. I'm in there that whole time looking at the market, looking for opportunities. Okay. That's what I'm doing. That's where I get my opportunities, looking at the market, and I'll post it when I get it. When opportunity strikes, TNT's there. Let me just ask John. John, what time do you typically get up in the morning? Just typically.
Probably about 7.
Which is 8 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, that's right.
So if Jonathan gets up at 8 o'clock Eastern and I post something at 6 and say TQQ's a buy, how am I going to get that word to you? I'll tell you how, through TNT. You see the difference? Logistically, I can reach out and touch you because I'm up. Actual opportunities and trade details all day long. Let's review what happened today. I set the expectation for today. Notice I said market showing signs of recovery. Yesterday was down. I said signs of recovery. When did I post it? 4 a.m. Central Time. That was 5 o'clock. Usually around 5 o'clock when I have that coffee and I can sit there and type something that you can read. Okay. I do that early in the morning. That's what I do. Set my day. This morning, the pivot number was 63.75. So if you've been there, I also put magic tickers in with trigger points for going long or short if we're in a bearish market. Now, Palantir, that's an example. Palantir. I said if it gets above 184.11, you ought to buy it. Well, it did pretty good. AMD went up above 175, but it came back down, but it will be back up next week. Okay. NVIDIA is 182.55 today, 182.55. Gold's 113.55 today. But I try to give you pivot numbers. That was on suggestion of a student. Who suggested I put pivot numbers in here for these Magic 5? That was a good suggestion. A lot of extra work, but it gives you something to do. What else do I say? What else do I say? There's the pivot I posted for everybody to see. 63.7. I said gold surge light last night tested year highs. Watch it. Oil broke below 65, declines in process. I called your attention to oil markets falling out of bed. It's now 63.74. Okay. AMD is going to catch up to NVIDIA. It's going to go from 175 to 182. Keep your eye on NVIDIA. That is the target price on AMD. They will marry up at some point in the future. That's what I was trying to say. Okay. They will marry up. TQQ trading. Is that pretty simple? TQQ is a buy above 90.55. So you wait till it triggers 90.55. Right now, TQQ is 92.17. 100 shares, or if you bought options, you could have bought options or sold puts on it. That's worth the price of poker right there, isn't it? That's just a great trade. When did you know it? Way before the sun came up. I like that TQQ. You know that, right? Okay. Chuck takes us through all the reference bars all day long with every new reference bar. Thank you, all points. TQQ bonus trades alone can pay for your subscription to what I call scholarship hour before the cash market even opens. That's a true statement. The reference bars that Chuck puts on there with comments and stuff really helps you understand it. He's got a lot of experience he types in there. That's what the reference bar reading all day. Look at Genesis. The high was 64.06. We're at 64.15. Midpoint of the day, this market turned really bullish. That's what it's telling you. Above that 64.06. We put out this report called the Daily Update, Daily Rundown. It's got the key information all in one place. I think that's very valuable also. I think an easy template starts out with pivot, starts out where the money's flowing into the stocks. You got a head start if you go with that over anybody out there. 40 years of experience behind it. There's the Uber put trade we did today. We sold 86 put, bought 85 put. Who did that trade at 20 cents? We did it. That was Uber. Where you go? Okay. Neil did it. All right. Susan did it. Notice the date. The trade ticket's very easy to see. Jonathan will post it in there. I give option criteria also. If you're already using Telegram, stick right in there, get on board. Get your membership bought, and then get in there. I trade long calls, long puts, debit option spreads, credit option spreads, whatever the contract, whatever the strategy requires. When I see the opportunity, I give you my favorite way to play it. Let's summarize everything Talk and Trade members will get. The morning market direction. I say that's a true statement. Your pre-market watch list. That's the magic 5. I do bonus live streams. I'm going to do one next week. Reference bar trading. Income and other bonus trades plus TQQ trading. That's pretty strong package right there, wouldn't you say? I don't know how you could not be a member. Go to dtitrader.com/TNT, get your spot in there and do it. Four levels of membership, $200 every month. That's the simplest way. If you want a deal, you pay $549 one-time payment. If you want 6 months, it's $997. If you want a year, it's $2,000. It's right there. Everybody's got a choice. dtitrader.com/TNT. Go take your rightful spot inside TNT. I'd like to add you before the weekend where I can lay out some things in there if I get some new players. Pretty good stuff. dtitrader.com/TNT. Mark said, very strong package. Been changing my trading habits for the better. Good. Thanks, Mark. That makes me feel good. All right. Any questions? I'm going to wrap it up, but thank you for being here. A great week. We'll kick it off Sunday night. If you're in TNT, get signed up where we can get you added. Once I see the people that are new in there, over the weekend, I'll be posting things probably tomorrow afternoon if I see anything worthy of talking about. Jonathan, you got anything you want to add?
Good week, Tom. Thank you.
Great week. See you, Chuck. Bye.